Who deserves to be in the team of the year? It is that time where we pick the best 11 of footballers of the past calendar year 2024. This always creates wars in comment sections all across football social media, and this year is especially hot. Will a 17-year-old make the team of the year? Are we seeing a striker from outside the top 5 leagues? What about this guy? And most importantly, do these two still deserve a spot, or is it over for them? We will be solving every single question and vote our team of the year right here, right now. And for that, we go to the EA website to vote our official team of the year on FC 25. Look how many players are actually nominated. That is insane. We have a 4-3-3 formation. We cannot change that, sadly. So I'd say let's start with the goalies. We've got 7 options here. First of all, Emi Martinez, who played a major role in getting Aston Villa into the UCL. Surprisingly, won Copa America as well with Argentina. Gigi Donnarumma made it to the UCL semis with PSG. Not that great of a summer with Italy, though. Gregor Kobel is a tricky one. Took Dortmund to the UCL final. He often carried them on his back. But he's not the number 1 for Switzerland and didn't play a role at the Euros. Where's Jan Sommer? Switzerland's number 1, won the Scudetto with Inter as well. Why is he not called up here? And instead you put a guy like Gulaschi, who with all due respect is decent for Leipzig, but over Jan Sommer? Mike Maignan, when he's in top form, one of the best in the world. Now finally France's number 1 as well. Then Unai Simon, Athletic Club, and obviously Spain's Euro winning goalie. Didn't play European competition on club level last season, kinda ruins it for me. And Diogo Costa for Portugal and Porto. Gregor Kobel, if he was Switzerland's starter, you know what, I would have picked him. But because he isn't, I have to go with Emi Martinez, who has the achievements to show for. We have 4 in the back. I think it doesn't really matter where we put them. Like, we could literally put Van Dijk at left back. We won't do that, though. We will try to find a left back, 2 center backs, and a right back. What are the options here? Guardiol, Saliba, Van Dijk, Trent is there, Ruben Dias, Marquinhos, Singo from Monaco. Interesting that they included him. Grimaldo, what a year he had, 2024. Jonathan Tah is there as well. Frimpong, Leverkusen have a lot of players there. I mean, after such a year, that is only deserved. Kimmich is there as a defender. Interesting, okay. Maxi Mittelstädt, lots of Germans in there too. Theo Hernandez, Bremer, deserved. Di Marco from Inter, wow, nice. Buongiorno. You could already say Buonasera, to be fair. Bastoni is there, Carvajal, of course, Rüdiger, and Miguel Gutierrez from Girona. Let's start with the easiest one, which for me is the left back position. Even though you might not consider him a pure left back, he is a left wing back, sometimes even a left winger. Xabi Alonso's system, you know who I'm talking about. It is, of course, Alejandro Grimaldo for me. If you consider him a left back, the best left back in the world last year. Has to be in the team of the year. What a player. I think he got like 21 assists in 2024. And alongside his partner on the other side, Jeremy Frimpong, in my opinion, the best fullback duo on the planet. Now the question is, because we're going for the right back next, am I putting Jeremy Frimpong, who's a top guy who I've met a couple times, and he actually himself didn't put himself. I asked him for his team of the year, and he didn't put himself. Really, for right back, there's only 2 options. Either him, Jeremy Frimpong, or of course, the man himself, Dani Carvajal, who on a trophy basis, I mean, completed 2024, right? Won La Liga, of course, the Champions League, where he scored the 1-0 in the final as well. And he obviously lifted the Euros with Spain. Many don't like him. He's quite a dirty player. But honestly, with these achievements, can you decide against Dani Carvajal? It is hard. But I think I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. No. And actually, Jeremy Frimpong went for Carvajal as well in his team of the year. So I guess he won't be mad at me. Now, center backs. We need 2 of them. I actually think I have my 2 in mind. Let's see if you agree. First one, Saliba would have been an interesting pick. Guardiol as well for defense. Van Dijk though, VVD, the aura, the presence that this man still possesses and shows every single week, especially this season, even crazier than the second half of last season. Even further stepped up his game, played Euro semis as well. We have to consider that. For me, it would be a crime to leave him out of this team of the year. So I've got to put Virgil van Dijk. But the second center back, I know who I'm picking. I'm really convinced with that pick too, but I don't think it will be this popular of a take because I'm not going for Ruben Dias, Marquinhos. No, not going for Tah either. I think many people will also be picking Rüdiger here, and I really like him, so I would love to pick him, but I can't help but go for this guy here, Alessandro Bastoni. If you know me, you are aware of the fact that I really like Juventus. I really don't like Inter. I'm not a fan of them at all, but I do have to admit, they were the best Italian side in 2024. And I also really admire and like Bastoni. The vision this guy has from center back, the passes he plays, the long balls, the way he builds the game from the back. Such a modern center half. Defensively as well, his positioning, the way he solves difficult situations. This man would start in every single team on planet Earth. Statement over. And now we move on to the midfielders, where actually, how many players did they put here? We've got Rodri, of course, Ballon d'Or winner, Cole Palmer, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, Camara from Brest, Zegrova from Lille. Okay, they put two lesser known players in here that actually have been balling in Ligue 1, so I like that. Flo Wirtz, of course, Granit Xhaka. We've got two Leverkusen players again, Jamal Musiala, Julian Brandt. That's an interesting inclusion. My lookalike, as people always say. A bit surprised. He does make Team of the Year nominees, but he didn't make Germany's Euro team. Xavi Simons is there. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. As a Hamburg fan, I'm not the biggest enjoyer of this guy. Charles de Ketelaere, who really stepped up his game at Atalanta. Paulo Dybala. Ooh, one of my favorite players of all time. Oh man, Paulo, come back to Juve, bro. Riccardo Orsolini, who had a really surprising season with Bologna. Jude Bellingham, of course. Fede Valverde. Nico Williams, who was absolutely killing it at the Euros. Then Pedri, Alex Baena. Okay. Didn't expect to see him there. Zubimendi, Di Maria from Benfica. And a Saudi guy is in there as well. Aldo Sari. I think that's the guy who scored the goal against Argentina in the first World Cup game. And we also have another Saudi League player. N'Golo Kante is there. Okay, he came back to France for the Euros. But I mean, bro, TOTY nominee worthy? Maybe a debatable one. What is really not debatable, though, I'm very sure, is that the winner of the Ballon d'Or has to be in the Team of the Year. We don't really need to introduce him. We've talked about this enough in the Ballon d'Or debate, Rodri against Vini. But for Team of the Year, I really don't think it's any controversial that this guy is a crucial part of that midfield. But who do we line up next to him? On the left and on the right. And I know what kind of comments will be coming. You are biased, Fiago. You have a personal preference, so that's why you pick them. But for me, Flo Wirtz has to be in the Team of the Year after such a season, breaking all records with Leverkusen. And then in the first half of this season, sure, Leverkusen are not unbeaten anymore, but Flo Wirtz, he hasn't dipped a single percent. I think he must be in the Team of the Year as well as a certain Jamal Musiala. So yep, you can already spam the comment section with Fiago's German bias is showing, but maybe you can also consider the fact that I watch both of these every single week because obviously I closely follow the Bundesliga. But even if you don't, you will see how they do in the Champions League, how they did in the Euros. For me, both of these two, Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, belong into the top 3 best U23 attacking players. And I'm very sure that one of these two will eventually win a Ballon d'Or. Okay, lads, and now we get to the most controversial thing, the attacking trio. And who do we have here? Honestly, some of the players that are nominated, I find really strange. Haaland's there, of course, Mo Salah, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Ollie Watkins. Honestly, I get that. He was incredible in the Premier League last season. Heung-min Son. Sonny, when are you gonna come back to Hamburg? We need you, bro. Radley Barcola. We've seen glimpses of his talent, especially also in some UCL knockout games. Is that really TOTY nominee worthy? I wouldn't have nominated him. Then Jonathan David, who I feel like is there every single year, and every single summer there are rumors, yo, he's getting picked up by a huge club. But this man's been at Lille for 4.5 years now, and he performs. I mean, I think he had like the 4th most goals and assists in Europe's top leagues in the last calendar year, 2024. So he is a totally deserving nominee. Ousmane Dembélé, though, should he really be there? I'm not sure about that one. Lacazette performed great for Lyon. Harry Kane, of course, obviously no trophies, but he performed like crazy. Omar Marmoush is now probably joining City. Another Bundesliga surprise, Serhou Guirassy. And Dennis Undav, another one. Leipzig's Openda. Lautaro, of course. Vlahovic. I love Juve, but does he deserve to be in there? I do not know. Lookman, who played the game of his life against Leverkusen, ruined Xabi Alonso's streak. Christian Pulisic kind of revived his career, didn't he? Marcus Thuram, of course. Vara. Dovbyk, great season with Girona, earned himself a move to Roma. Vini Jr., I mean, Ballon d'Or contender, let's say that. Of course, he's in there. Lamine Yamal, 17 years old. Rafinha, insane second half of 2024. Kylian Mbappé. Lewandowski, Griezmann, Viktor Gyökeres, who had 72 goal contributions in 2024. Let that sink in. So I think he's a serious contender. And then, potentially the two GOATs, Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi. Of course, they're still in there. You know what, lads? For me, the easiest choice in this front 3 is actually Mo Salah. Bro, this guy at 32 years of age has really not declined a single bit. Quite the opposite. He seems to be getting better and better. Even though his game used to be based a lot on pace, actually, many other world-class wingers at his age rapidly decline. Mo does not show any signs of that. 29 goals and 23 assists in 44 matches just speaks for itself. Let's be real here. Liverpool FC are the best team in the world, and Mo Salah plays a key role in that. Lamine Yamal, of course, completely impressed us. At 16 and 17 years of age, he will become one of the best players maybe this sport has ever seen. But throughout the whole year, in terms of consistency, I just don't think he is at that peak level of the very, very, very best yet, which is obviously very, very natural at 17 years of age. Then we go to the left winger, and there I actually think it's similar to the Rodri case, where he won the Ballon d'Or. Many people disagree with that, but I don't think anyone disagrees with him being in the team of the year. And the same goes for Vini Jr., who is my left winger in this team. Some people say he should have won the Ballon d'Or, some people say he shouldn't, but I think all of us agree that he should be the left winger in the team of the year. Incredible clutch Champions League performances. Sure, his Copa America was not ideal, but this season again, he's showing why he's the best left winger in the world currently. 31 goals and 18 assists in 46 matches in 2024. Now, the final position on this team, the striker, which was actually for me the hardest decision to make, because I think this is the spot where we have the most worthy contenders this year. Let me put it that way. Erling, for me, last year, not on the level of 2023, which is natural. That is basically impossible to replicate, unless you're prime Messi or Cristiano. So I decided against him this year. If Mbappé had immediately settled at Madrid and continued the way that he started 2024 with PSG, and if he had played a better Euro, he would have made my team. But let's be honest, that is too many ifs for a team of the year. So for me, the choice was really between a man from outside the top 5 leagues, Swedish Sporting star Victor Gyökeres, and a man who won 0 trophies, not just in 2024, but ever, Harry Kane. The only thing that kind of put me off for Gyökeres is the fact that he scored a lot of these goals against smaller Portuguese sides, and he didn't play the Euros because he's from Sweden. But honestly, this battle was so close, and after all, I do go with Harry Kane for my team of the year striker. 39 goals and 15 assists in 2024 for a new club. Bayern set a lot of records in the Bundesliga and balled in the Champions League. Really unfortunate to not make the final. And then obviously Harry also captained his team England to a Euro final. We can't forget about that. Even though he might not have been the best Euro player, he was rock solid again. He is a leader, he is a captain, and in my opinion, he is the best striker on the planet. So there you have it, my team of the year 2024. But what about Cristiano and Messi? Well, there's still one spot left for the TOTY 12th man. And for me, that is no less than Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but in my opinion, this should be the first ever FC Team of the Year without Messi and without Cristiano Ronaldo. We've loved, enjoyed and admired them for almost 2 decades now, but it's 2025, and if we're being brutally honest, neither of the two should still get a spot in the Team of the Year. Now, let me know what you think about my Team of the Year down in the comments. If you enjoy listening to my football opinions, you will also love my new football podcast. And don't forget to cast your vote and select your own Team of the Year on FC25, ea.com/TOTY. The link is down in the description.